So, slight little panic thing happened right as I was about to edit this video. I accidentally clicked delete instead of rename for the file. Thankfully, I was able to recover the file. So, yeah. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Go Pikachu. Last time, we began our exploration of the Cerulean Cave, and discovered the Master Ball that lay within. Well, at least the chance of finding one. And we finished defeating all of the Gym Leader rematches. With all of that done, I think it's best that we go and actually take on the Elite Four.
I sell rare stones. I sell mega awesome stones bought overseas of the lowest possible price to the champion.
I think I mentioned this before, but this is where you get the Mega Stones. They're, I believe, 30,000 apiece. Yes, they're 30,000 apiece. It's not all that much to get all of them. So, we will not, and also, again, I have mentioned before, my slight aversion to Mega Evolution. Team is pretty much the same as when we left it. There's a reason why I have not changed it all that much. And we'll be going into that right now. Because today, we're beginning the Elite Four rematches. Yeah. Welcome to the Pokemon League. Fantastic timing. Doesn't even know how I'd like to battle you. Hope you're ready. Yep. Unlike the previous games, there are actually Elite Four rematches that have quite different teams. As you can see now that they have 6 Pokemon apiece, at least Lorelei. She leads off with a Dewgong, level 61, Aqua Jet, Ice Shard, Waterfall, and Iron Tail. This will pretty much set the pace for the entire Elite Four rematches. They are largely the same in terms of the moves the Pokemon have. Most of their Pokemon prior only had 3 move slots, and this fills that out with 4 moves apiece. But it doesn't substantially improve on things. However, they do have a 6th member of the lineup. We'll be going over that one. And shoot it down Radon. You may also be noticing that we are slightly even leveled for them. That's also the reason I want to take on them right now. As all things considered, I may not even beat them. Because I actually do know the levels of what we're going to be facing. And of course, it's a broken Joy-Con, right? I picked up the wrong one. Alright, gotta switch controllers. There you go. Okay, right controller again. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I'm a little worried about, is just based on levels. Because we have shown that we do kind of struggle at least a slight bit. Granted, in that case, Aerodactyl is quite frail, and it is weak to water, so that makes sense that happen. Pikachu grew a level. No, Radon is probably going to be falling behind in levels, though. But Radon did manage to get the one thing. You might noticing, she has a Sand Slash. Why does she have a Sand Slash? That doesn't seem like a very Ice-type Pokemon. Until you realize exactly what breed of Sand Slash she has. It's an Alolan Sand Slash. I love this. This is what the Elite Four has actually been given. They have been given Alolan forms. And now, I normally don't like using revives in battles. However, for this, I'm only using the revives, that way Aerodactyl will continue to gain experience points. For Alolan Sandslash, as I like to call it, the Alolan Ice Pick. Level 61. Ice Punch, Ice Shard, Earthquake, and Iron Tail. Actually, it's pretty hard considering what it is. Ice Punch is a good stab move. Iron Tail is actually very, very powerful. Granted, it doesn't have the greatest of accuracy. Ice Shard helps compensate for poor speed, and Earthquake does give it some good coverage. But it is 4 times weak to fighting and also fire, so Alolan Sandslash is a perfect example of when I say that Steel is a situationally defensive typing. Up next is her Slowbro, level 61. Surf, Flamethrower, Psychic, and Yawn. Yeah. We had trouble with this last time, if I recall. Because I remember like it was doing a lot of damage with just Army. But hopefully Timmy now can hopefully sort this out. When it's own dug in Slowbro. Thunderbolt, there you go, that's called. Go for the Thunderbolt. Eat this Thunderbolt. Okay, that did a lot more damage. And that wasn't even a crit. No. Just as I say, it wasn't a critical hit. I thought that the, you know, congratulate you can do it thing came up after the crit. So, all of that just completely goes away. I mean, even then, as a critical hit, that's still a little respectable amount of damage, because the crit is only a 50% damage increase. And that did around 75%, so 2-shot with Thunderbolt. Considering we don't have special attack boosting nature or EV investment, well, AV in this game because EV doesn't exist, it's pretty good. Her ace, Lapras, level 72, 62, Blizzard, Dragon Pulse, Hydro Pump, Thunder. Yeah, it's actually quite good. I also made a big mistake in the order in which I fought things in. I just realized there's gonna be problems. Let's go send in Wildline. Probably should have gone for Dragonite on this one. Well, Shiny on this one. Because lower special level physical defense, not special defense, and also the other thing that you got on the remainder of our team. But can't change that. We'll go for a Mega Drain. Oh wow, really? That would have actually managed to no. We avoid anyway. So it didn't matter. Mega Drain. I will take all of that health back. Well, then again, it didn't do any damage, so we're not going to pay me any health back because he didn't drain it from us. But Lapras is gone. There we go. Delightful. Jinx. Lovely Kiss, Psychic, Blizzard, and Shadow Ball. But then again, we had to use 2 Pokemon against 1, so yeah, that makes sense. We can reuse Timmy. We'll go with Shiny on this one. What about Fire Punch? Well, then again, no, Outrage would still be stronger than Fire Punch. Because if you do standard attack bonus on top of the Outrage is 180 base power, so Fire Punch is 150. So it is still stronger to go for Outrage over anything. I kind of like that. I always forget how absurdly fast Jinx is. I always forget that you are absurdly fast. It's something like 95 speed? Let me check that actually, because I remember Jinx has ridiculously good speed that it does not look like it should have. Yeah, 95. 95 speed. Kind of insane. And it actually has a, I mean, 115 is a fairly respectable special attack, especially look how much damage it did there. I mean, it actually hits quite hard. But it also gets hit quite hard considering it's 35 physical defense. Glass. Her final Pokemon is her Cloyster. This is not at all very threatening. Ice Beam and Hydro Pump do not do much damage off of its low special attack. Spike Cannon does not have Skill Link backing it up, and it's non-stab, even though it does make use of its physical attack. And Poison Jab is good coverage, but that's really all it has. Eat this, Thunderbolt. Finally, Timmy, you pull on your weight. You think all that running around and the rematches definitely did boost up Timmy's friendship, so finally, Timmy is in that range of the higher stat boosts. And with that, Lorelai's been felled. I may have lost to you, but I'll never give up my Ice-type Pokemon. But aim to win using Pokemon you like best, too. They basically gave Karen's lines to Lorelai, which I like. I like that. I do very much like that line that Karen gives. You know, strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon, that is just the selfish perception of trainers. Pokemon should try to win with the Pokemon that they like. Though, the amusing irony of that situation is, this is Let's Go, a game that has Mega Evolutions of some of the most popular Pokemon in the entire series, so they kind of... I don't know. It's one of those amusing cases of they're trying to, you know, give a good message, and yeah, you shouldn't just use what's strong, you should use the things you like. But at the same time, the entire game is kind of built on service to making these old favorites the best there is. I don't know, it's a weird paradox that I've always noticed and just found very vaguely amusing. Alright, as you can see, next up is Bruno. And as we all know, what does not do very well against fighting? Well, yes, Dark does not do well against them, but I'm not using a Dark type. Rocks. So not going to be using Stealth Rock on this one. I can feel the intensity of your battle with Lorelei even from here. Now it's time to show you the power of my fighting type Pokemon, who I have been training just as hard as you trained your team. Surely! Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha! I like Bruno. I like it. Alright, Bruno's team. Elite Four Bruno. He leads off with his Onix. Iron Tail, Earthquake, Rock Slide, Stealth Rocks. This is also one of the reasons I wanted to go for this one, as I want to make sure that this thing is dead. Petal Dance. Yeah, Onix is quite speedy for a rock type. I mean, aside from Aerodactyl and, well, Lycanroc as the modern day. But back in Gen 1, it was an extremely fast rock type. Unusually so. Even for many generations afterwards. Hitmonchan is up next. Fire Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Phoenix. It's something. It's not overly strong. The main issue is that Hitmonchan doesn't really have a great physical attack stat, and it doesn't have Iron Fist at least compensating to a degree for moves that don't have same attack bonus. Even though Feint is priority, it's an interesting idea, but it just doesn't work all that well. I don't know. I like the coverage, even if I'm not the biggest fan of the everything else. Goes the punch. That did more than I would have liked. Eat this, Thunder. Wait. I have never seen him withdraw a Pokemon before. But he is bringing in his Alolan Golem, his new member of the team. Level 62, Rock Electric. Thunder Punch, Rock Slide, Super Power, Earthquake. Quite a heavy hitter. This thing does actually scare me quite a bit. The thing is, any of its moves really could be good. I mean, it could go for any of its rock moves. Okay, good. It went for Earthquake. That was what I was thinking it was going to go for, but I didn't know if it would go for Rock Slide just for reasons. But Earthquake this rock. Oh. That... I don't like that you survived that. I knew you were high defense. Okay, I saw the thing not going down and I got worried. Okay. I knew you have a good defense, but that's a 4 times... Right, yes, we don't have same attack bonus. But we're adamant nature. Okay then. Yep. Nope, moving on. Poliwrath is his next Pokemon. Level 62. Waterfall, Body Slam, Super Power, and Earthquake. He seems quite fond of that move. And I really can't blame him. I'm a big fan. And no, it's not going for... No, that's not that one. No. Let's go for our Meltal Machine. Because we can pretty much chunk anything that this thing can throw at us, quite literally throwing a punch. We'll fight our big bruisers against one another. We even have a similar body structure, you know, basically just a torso with little head poking up and big arms. I just realized that. And they're both holding up their fists. Oh, good, you're going for 0. Wow. That... I mean, I know you don't have the greatest of offenses. You're sort of a jack-of-all-trades stat-wise. But that is superpower. I mean, yes, we do have a higher defense stat. We do have quite good defenses. And we are pretty beefy. If we didn't have that ridiculous HP stat, we probably would have taken a lot more, relatively speaking, percentage-wise. But that was only 102 damage. Okay, then. Not complaining, just a little curious. Hitmonlee. High jump kick, feint, rock slide, poison jab. He's got some fairy coverage. Yeah, I think Shiny might be the best one for this. I think Shiny might be our best one. And yes, as you can see, Shiny does have Fly now. Got rid of Surf for Fly. I think overall it's going to be a little bit more effective. At least, I hope. Alright. Let's go. Why is everything outspeeding Shiny? I didn't think Hitmonlee was that fast. Because Dragonite has, I think, an 80 speed? Let me check this. 87? Really? I didn't think it was that quick. I mean, I know Hitmontop is like a weirdly high speed, and I think it's like a... No, Hitmontop is weirdly slow, 75 base speed, I think. I didn't think you were quite that fast, Hitmonlee, sorry. And speaking of Hitmonchan, we bring it back in, we already went over this one. We'll let Pikachu finish the fight it already initiated. So let me check out what Hitmonchan's speed is. I'm very curious about that now. Stats. Let's see what it's got. 76. Interesting. I never really thought any of the Gen 1 fighting types were overly speedy. I mean, they're not generally quite quick. I mean, yes, Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, sorry, I mix them up periodically, is quite quick, relatively speaking, especially for back then. I mean, that's almost 90 base speed, which is really, really good. That's better than Dragonite, as we saw. But the others were like mid-low 70s, and even 60s. His final Pokemon, his Machamp. Earthquake, Rock Slide, Superpower, and Ice Punch. He's at least got some coverage. He has a way of dealing with flying types now. I respect it. Though I am curious why I didn't go for Poison Jab, considering literally everything learns Poison Jab. That is one thing that still very much amuses me, is the sheer bizarreness that is the Pokemon that learn Poison Jab. And yet, Garbodor can't. He's going for Earthquake, which overall is his strongest option. There we go. Now Timmy's taking those hits. Now Timmy's taking those hits. Eat this, Mind Blast. Channeling Melia. There we go, and that is a takedown. Quite good for our first little incursion back into this. Regret. You know what? I'm probably going to edit in right here that like regret clip from Halo 2. Now that I just see that, I have regrets. I'm editing that soundbite in. That's gonna be too good. That's too good. But no, my training is still lacking. That's it. Go. Don't trouble yourself on my behalf. Continue to move forward. I like his respectfulness. Like, yeah, you beat me. Don't bother concern yourself with me anymore. You defeated me. Move on. Which is exactly what we'll be doing next time in Let's Go Pikachu. See you guys then.